everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is MFA and today I bring to you another bookish video. Today I bring to you my September wrap-up. In September I read a total of 19 books, which has never happened before. I'm very proud of myself. I have stopped TBRs altogether because I realized I am a mood reader, and for wrap-ups I do not know why I stopped, but I have resumed, as you can clearly see. So let's get right to it. In no particular order, I'm going to give a summary of the books I read in September. The first is Pachinko by Minji. So Pachinko follows Sunja, who gets pregnant for a wealthy Korean man, and later finds out this man is married. She marries a sickly preacher and migrates with him to Japan. There, Sunja's life plays out post her pregnancy. She goes through it, and Pachinko is about love, it's about sacrifice. It's a very touching story and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I was hooked from the beginning to the end. There was no dull moments for me. It was very interesting and I really enjoyed myself. The second is Notes on Grief by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. This is one of the non-fiction books I read in the month of September. So Chimamanda basically tells us life after losing her dad and just general notes on grief, how to deal with grief and how to survive through the death of a loved one. It was very touching, very emotional, very relatable, as I have lost someone dear to me before. I was reading this in a church hall and I wanted to cry, but then I couldn't because of the situation I found myself in. The other non-fiction I read was also by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, Buzadi Diawali, a feminist manifesto in 15 suggestions. So this is just basically Chimamanda writing a note to her dear friend's baby daughter. She wants Chimamanda to teach her child how to be a feminist, but in the book you realize Chimamanda saying that feminism cannot be taught, like a teacher standing in front of you and noting and writing on the board what to do to be a feminist, but in your actions and the people you surround yourself with would teach your daughter the good things about feminism. It's nothing about man hating, and I felt it was a healthy and rational feminist book. The next, The Inheritance of Ophelia Divina by Zoraida Cordova. It follows Divina, who is the matriarch of the Montoya family. She invites her family to her own funeral. There she gives out each family member's inheritance to them, and the family has questions to ask Divina, but there she transforms and now they have more questions than answers. And yeah, so that's where the whole story spans out, and it's beautiful, it's whimsical, and I really enjoyed myself. So the next is It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. It follows Lily Bloom, who finds herself in an abusive marriage, and a way of getting out of this marriage, because she's experienced it firsthand with her own family, her father, and she wouldn't want this cycle to repeat itself. So yeah, basically that. It was very interesting. I enjoyed myself. There were moments where you just feel so strong. The next is Thou A For Aunties by Jessie Q Sotanto. It follows Medi and her meddlesome aunties. Anytime Medi is in trouble, they come to help, until one day Medi unintentionally kills her date, and her aunties as usual come to her rescue, but this time round it doesn't go as planned. Then I read the Brown Success trilogy by Talia Hibbert. Get a Life Chloe Brown, which is the first in the series. It follows Chloe, who is chronically ill and a nerd, computer whiz. She has a list of what she wants to do, and Redford helps her achieve the goals on the list, and they end up falling in love. It's a romance book, very smarty, very steamy, very enjoyable. The next is Take a Hint, Danny Brown, also by Talia Hibbert. This book follows Danica Brown, who is a PhD student, and one time there's this fire situation and she's saved by the security of the school, the security guard of the school called Zafir, and there's a viral video of them, and so Zafir tells Danny to play along, so they enter into a fake dating pool, and so much goes on. Both of them end up falling in love, but the drama is there, of course, and it's enjoyable. The last, which is Act Your Age, Eve Brown, follows Eve, 26-year-old woman who hasn't really figured her life out. Everything is just a mess with her until she finds her job at a bed and breakfast as a chef, and even there the mess still follows her. And Jacob, who is the owner of the bed and breakfast, who didn't like her at the beginning, but an accident, gets them together, and it was beautiful, it was cute, and I thoroughly enjoyed myself. At this point, I'm exhausted, so I'm just going to run through the titles I read. I read Grumpy Jake by Melissa Blue. It was also a romance novel, a very short one, very hearty, an easy read. I read The Date Swap by Lydia Westing, which is also a romance novel. I read Baby Are the Greatest by Lionel Shriver. Then I read The Guest List by Lucy Foley. There's a wedding on an island, and then there's a dead body. I didn't really enjoy it because the beginning was very slow, and there was just, the dialogue was too lengthy, and the end was super rushed. And then I read Butter Honey Pig Bread by Francesca Ekuyesi. It follows Kambi and her twin daughters Kehinde and Tai. These twins are estranged from their mothers, and the twins are also estranged from each other, and so yeah, the story revolves around these three people, but it's told in Tai's point of view. It was interesting and very heavy on topics like infertility, barrenness. And then I read The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller, one of the favorite books of the book community, but I didn't enjoy this book. It was full of male ego and Greek gods sabotaging each other. The Lost Apothecary by Sarah Penner. I sort of enjoyed the book. It's a debut novel, I believe, but I didn't really get the import of the story. It was kind of boring. Then I read The Secret Lives of Church Ladies by Jishol Phil. I said, if don't judge a book by its cover, wear a book. Because the book cover, there's nothing nice about the book cover, but the stories, nice stories in the book were just amazing, and I loved them. I think my favorite was Peach Cobbler. Very nice story. I enjoyed it. And then I read The Wife by Ali Fairbeck. I loved the legalities in this book. It was amazing. I didn't expect the twist. I read Legend Born by Tracy Dion. It's a series, and this is the first book in the series. It follows Brie Matthews, who loses her mother in an accident, and she's a smart kid, so she enters pre-university sort of, and there she witnesses something strange, and there she discovers her full self, her full potential, and situations surrounding her mother's death. It was an interesting read. I enjoyed myself so much. There was a Ghanaian ancestry thing going on. I thought it was Brie, but no, it wasn't her. But there was a Ghanaian ancestry thing going on in there, which I clearly laughed. So yeah, this brings me to the end of the September wrap-up. I read incredible stories, not so good ones, but in all, I experienced diverse stories by diverse people, and I'm happy about that. So I'll catch you on another video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share to friends and family, and I'll see you on another video. Bye guys.